Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled Practical Small Business Marketing Strategies that far too often, for whatever reason, they simply get overlooked. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to focus on one of the simplest yet far too often overlooked small business marketing strategies that prevents far too many otherwise savvy entrepreneurs such as yourself from consistently generating all the profits you really deserve. What sort of happens is, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we get too focused on the overall big picture and we neglect to consistently do the all important little things, the fundamentals, if you will. And as a direct result, we're not as successful as we could be. I'm about to show you something, ladies and gentlemen, an email that came in from an extremely successful online business. And this is going to demonstrate beyond a doubt exactly what I'm talking about. Take a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a letter I got from my hosting company, Bluehost, and maybe you can see this down here at the bottom, and if you can't, this is exactly my point. Entrepreneur, look at that letter. You see how it looks kind of grayed out? I didn't do anything to it. This is how it was sent. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a strain to ask somebody to try and read something like this. If you take the time to notice on a blog, on a website, that print is extremely tiny. Everybody coming to your site doesn't have great vision, ladies and gentlemen. They don't have young eyes. Some people are older. And if you're going to ask people to strain to read something like this, guess what's going to happen? They're not going to bother. So before you send a letter offline or you send an email or something like this, ladies and gentlemen, check it to make sure that it's legible and it can be read easily. Otherwise, you're just wasting time. So that prompted me to do this video, and I'm calling this basically the 5 proven marketing fundamentals. There are a lot more, but we're just going to basically cover 5 really quick in this video so we can just cut to the chase. Here's the first thing. Ladies and gentlemen, always do a spell check before you send an email and or offline snail mail letter. And I'll be the first to admit, ladies and gentlemen, I've found some of my videos up here on my channel done in PowerPoint that after I published them, proofread them, and sent them out, I'm still finding typos. That's incredibly embarrassing, but all the more reason why. You definitely have to do a spell check. And obviously, if you have a blog, they have a word processor in there, but sometimes you use the right word, you're just using it out of context. So just take that extra moment to check. This next one is huge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may find this hard to believe, but here, this is what's called a screen capture video, meaning you don't see the person, it's just sort of narrating what's on your screen, and this is a PowerPoint presentation. Entrepreneur, check your audio. I can't tell you how many times I hit the record button and started talking, and when I go back to actually finalize the video, so that it's what they call rendering before you upload it, there was no audio. And if I had simply done a simple sound check, a testing 1, 2, or just said something and then let it play back so you can make sure it's recording, I would have caught that. So check your audio. And the other thing is, put your audio up, your volume, as high as it'll go, and let the person who's listening to it and looking at it, let them adjust it, especially if you have music or something playing in the intro or in the background or through the entire video. Let them adjust it. But don't have it like a quarter up, and then when they're trying to listen to it, ladies and gentlemen, they can barely hear it. I know you've seen these videos. I've done it. It's irritating, and people are not going to stick around. Number 3, what you just saw. Make sure the print is legible. Make sure it's kind of pleasing to the eyes. That's why you don't want to have these loud backgrounds like orange print on a black type or green print on an orange background. That stuff is annoying. And ladies, no offense, you with this cutesy, I don't know what the font is, but you can look at it up. It's sort of like this cursive. That stuff's hard on your eyes. I know you think it looks cute, but you're turning your readers off, and they're not going to stick around. Here's number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, when you do a screen capture video, when you need to zoom in on something so that it's clear and people can actually not just hear what you're doing, but see it, zoom in. This particular font, this type is like 20, I think. So you don't want to have it too small where people can't see it. Or actually, this is 18 because I had to fit all this in because it kind of went beyond the screen, so I shrank it in. But the other ones, 3, 2, and 1, they're all 20. This from where it says recording a screen, that blue, that's in 18. It was just so I could fit that in. But the point is, sometimes when you're watching these videos and the person is narrating, you can't even see what they're doing because they got the they need to zoom in closer. You notice on some of my videos, I'll zoom in and out. You need to do this. This is good marketing. And finally, number 5, this is a rehash, but entrepreneur, this is important. Use some type of direct response in your marketing. Go watch a lot of videos, and here's what you see a lot of small business entrepreneurs do. They create a video, they put it up there, they talk, they say what they're doing. At the end, they don't tell you to come to their website and their blog to get some free information, some special report, to get a replay of a webinar, nothing. They just assume you're going to go to the website and do this. It's not going to happen. You've got to use direct response. If somebody's offline, they come in your business, you don't just let them pay and smile, make eye contact, and let them leave. I mean, you do all those things, but the point is you put a bounce back offer in there. Something that gives them a discount to come back. They get X% off. They get even more off. They come back with a new first-time customer. Ladies and gentlemen, business is proactive, not reactive. So entrepreneur, I hope in these 5 little short tips you got some value and you can see how and why when it comes to proven small business marketing strategies, you and I need to stick to the fundamentals. Now with that said, for those of you who want to discover how you can add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, do so in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customers or clients, then ladies and gentlemen, you are encouraged to grab your free 9-page special report. Head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales because that's where you can get it. And let me just add a little something here. Entrepreneur, just so you know, when you opt in and get that free 9-page special report, you also get a free 22-part small business marketing mastery series. In other words, a series of 22 emails spread out. And that's a $97 value. That's an extra free gift just for joining the inner circle. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Looking forward to being with you again next time, entrepreneur, on the Marketing Minute.